So we're live?
Yes, we are live.
It's alive.
It is live. Welcome to our very first tabletop live streams. We are currently going to be playing Pathfinder, and the name of this game series is Adventures of Volinar. I pronounced that right?
Yep.
Right. And then let's go around the table. Please introduce yourself, oh great game master.
Why do I need to introduce myself? You just did it. I'm the Great Game Master.
Also known as Ben.
Yeah.
All right, and then you want to introduce you?
You guys know who I am. If you've watched this channel before, I am Dad. And I'm playing a bunny.
What's the name of your bunny?
I don't know yet. I'm still working on it.
Oh, okay.
Okay. You know what? That's a first and last name. I don't know yet. Still working on it.
Still working. Well, Mr. Still working on it. That's not funny. What is it?
Exactly. No, what's on first?
And I am a human wizard because I love human wizards. My character's name is Miracosta. She has red hair and green eyes. I'm probably the only one that actually went to detail about my character, aren't I?
Oh, no, I know exactly what I look like. I just have no idea what my name is going to be.
Oh.
It's a hard decision. I have the name for however long our great game master allows me to live. It's important.
I also have a hawk, but I didn't make my hawk yet. So this is why it's session 0.
Oh, yeah. And it's always fun for session 0 because you guys only have to worry about naming your characters. I have to worry about naming absolutely everything else.
Hey, world building is an exercise.
Yes, but so is extra fries.
Anybody? That's true.
Extra fries?
Yeah, just throw them down and hey, look at that, fallen trees.
Anybody who says world building is not difficult has never done world building before.
Exactly.
All right. So, do you want to tell us anything about the world or start or? Oh yeah, and no, there is another character. Our daughter's playing a bard, but she'll be in and out due to lots of reasons. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Which is totally fine because drop in, drop out is definitely going to be something that the campaign is going to kind of not necessarily revolve around, but will be taken into account throughout the entirety.
Which, you're playing D&D with more than one other person. You kind of need that flexibility, right?
Yeah, definitely need the flexibility. Because you never know what's going to happen.
People have lives. It's a thing.
What's a life?
We're living it right now. It sucks, doesn't it?
All I know is work, D&D, and
all I know
everything else.
All I know is pain.
Sleep. I love sleep.
It's like death without the commitment.
Exactly, especially when it's for like 14 hours at a time. Quality.
Cool.
Well, I can't remember the last time I got double-digit hours worth of sleep.
Oh, I can. It's called melatonin.
Melatonin.
It was one of the tonins. Oh, man. Well, I can safely say that Tutorial Island will be an interesting time for everybody.
I'm looking forward to it.
Well, see, here's the thing, is that I've already got the start made out for you. Which, I mean, we're going to go over the start today.
Mm-hmm.
Give you guys, some theater of the mind, have some fun.
So if anybody is not in a good mind space right now, just breathe. Take a deep one. Oh, God. Don't smoke. Deep in through the nose. And out. Okay, everybody good? Cool. Now
Yes.
close your eyes
Just,
and listen to the soothing, dulcet tones of our grand game master.
oh, please, there are no such thing as dulcet tones for me. There's just tones and deafness. So, starting out, everybody who is involved, the bard, the rabbit, the wizard, for whatever reason, that's not what you are right now. Instead, what you are is being brutally fucking murdered.
That's fun.
So, to kind of surmise the how did I end up in this situation to be continued roundabout situation, gonna wait for that.
So my turn, yeah?
Okay.
All right, we're back.
So, back to everybody being brutally murdered for being themselves but not themselves. For whatever reason, in this current moment, there has been a massive fight going on, war brewing in an unknown land, and there was a decently sized group of adventurers, probably about 10 or so, that were sent to go and fight basically against the enemies who have been reigning tyranny and causing massive amounts of problem throughout the lands. Some of them have considered them a cult, some of them have just considered them a new kingdom rising to power, but what they are really hasn't been too well determined yet. But one thing's for sure, these adventurers were woefully underprepared for everything that was going to happen. The last thing that all three of them, at least a certain three, will remember is fire as far as the eye can see. And explosions. Lots of explosions. Especially on them.
Goddamn black mages.
Gotta love them, right?
Big boobs.
So...
Sorry, I am paying attention. I'm taking notes.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine.
I'm taking notes.
So as, the final explosion hits those three party members, everything goes black for a moment, but then everything goes white. As, for whatever reason, one of the many gods has chosen to intervene. Yet, for now, they opt to reveal their identity. They've individually plucked the three souls of our heroes and they speak in a relatively calm, soothing tone, but even as the base form of a soul, they can feel a rather homely, soothing type aura kind of flowing about.
Do we have consciousness right now, or are we capable of thought?
Yes.
Okay. Just curious.
Okay. So, what they tell you is that you have been given a second opportunity to correct the wrongdoings of everything that is going on. Because of all the unnecessary and unfair elements that have been portrayed and that you've gone through, you've been deemed worth the second chance. There are already certain aspects of your next life that have been chosen for you, and you will be reformed as new adventurers, but you will be basically acclimating yourself to your new form. If anybody has any questions while you are still with this goddess or god.
Oh, Serena's laying right on the thing. Come on, Serena. Thank you.
You may ask any questions you have.
How are memories going to work when we're reformed? Do we have the lifetime of memories from the point of reformation? Or are we blank slates?
You will have fleeting memories of your past life, but you will not remember the reincarnation process. So you will also look completely different than how you were, but you will still have some general knowledge of your past life in those fleeting memories. Because if you have too many memories and you try to create new ones, your brain is going to overload. And, well, you don't want your brain...
It's a very inefficient storage system in the human mind.
Yeah, you don't want your brain to overload. If it does, your head pops off. Well, not so much off, but more so an immense amount of bleeding from the ears, nose, eyes, and any hole in your head.
Oh, great. So, like, mind Ebola.
Exactly.
Mind
Ebola.
Fun.
Why am I thinking of, like, the beholders and stuff like that? The China. I don't know.
I mean,
it's a D&D trope.
You aren't beholden to them yet.
Yes.
Yeah, have fun with that.
Oh, God.
One more question from my sentient orb.
Okay.
Boy, how do I word this?
I don't know. How do you word this? They reply. Fourth wall break?
What is it exactly that this deity, this light, what do you mean you want us to correct the wrongdoings? What damage control are we specifically being sent to do?
So, you are being sent specifically as a second chance to quell that uprising, as it were. While you were given horrible information in the first place that ultimately led to too small of a group to lead an assault on such a threat, you're being given this chance to go back, get proper assistance, but ultimately have to be the ones who defeat the current rising threat.
What do you get out of it?
Self-satisfaction, gratification, and the ability to gloat to others.
No, I mean, that's
and
pretty
3 champions that I can do pretty much anything with.
Alright.
I can see
really argue
that.
with that. I like being alive.
Yeah. Figure most people do.
I mean, alive is definitely nice.
Okay, I accept.
Okay. Any other final questions?
Not for me.
It's just going to look to the mute one. Be like, okay.
Nod.
All right. Well, like I said, you're going to have to get reacclimated to your bodies and everything. So have fun. And with a snap, there's another flash of light, and the three of you are transported down into your new bodies in some old ruins. It's almost as if, you've woken up from a nap. Way overdue. Almost like a coma. Probably like a 20 to 30 year coma.
Great.
But your body's fine, if just a little dusty. And, apparently they were nice enough to start you off with some clothes and weapons as well.
Well, at least I'm not naked.
Yeah. That would have been horrible.
Well, I got fur. I have fur. How do I have fur?
Well, needless to say, as you've arrived, there were 3 distinct beams of light that shot up to the heavens from those ruins. However, as far, how far they can be seen, that's in question, but with where you are now, the ruins seem to be that of what once stood as a giant chapel. There are still some scorch marks from it being burnt down even long, long ago, from as far as you can tell. That being said, if you're looking around, there's a lot of forest. A lot of forest. Man, that's a lot of wood.
Any inclination as to whom the chapel was dedicated to? Any marking?
Can I burn it?
It's already been burnt down!
Can I burn it some more?
Jesus Christ, you're
Wow.
sacrilegious.
God damn it.
Okay, if you're gonna try and figure that out,
I'm not going to.
congratulations, you've earned the first roll of the game.
Great! What am I rolling?
You're rolling religion.
Oh, the non-religious one is gonna get a religion.
Well, I have... no, I do not have knowledge religion.
It doesn't matter if you do or don't. You
Okay.
can still roll, but you have to take the modifier for it.
What am I rolling? D20?
Yep. D20 plus whatever your modifier is.
It's 3. 17!
Okay. Damn, okay, you beat the DC I made up just immediately in my head. So, as far as you can tell, you manage to kind of look around and rummage through the chapel, and you find what used to be a holy signet for basically a pantheon that is known to be a collection of various different gods of rebirth.
Okay.
Now, whether it is one of the gods of the death that believes in returning to the cycle, or one of the gods of life that believes in general in rebirth and new starts, that's not for you to really figure out. It's too vague. But you're definitely able to tell that it was a chapel that was dedicated to a variety of different gods.
How big is this thing? Can I pocket it?
Can you pocket it?
Sure.
All right, I'm gonna keep it.
I'll say it's like amulet sized.
All right, I'm gonna keep that. I'm put it in my pocket.
Okay. So just go ahead and add that to your character sheet. There should be an inventory spot.
Let's go through my massive character sheet book here. Find my inventory. There we go.
So, give it, and also a. Oh, hello.
Hey, we're alive. Okay, just
Uh,
you're good. You're just letting you know. Okay.
So a hat does wind up falling down onto one of the members of the party, which is everybody's favorite bard. So they're just gonna go ahead and play a tune for everybody. You know, a traveling tune. Because background music generation.exe is fun.
I'm down for that.
Where did I go? You didn't want to go there.
Okay. There's a bunch in there. And all my extra die, and I'm gonna go ahead and grab one.
Yoink.
Okay. Oh, excuse me.
There goes
Wow.
There goes my Tic Tacs.
Revenge of the...
Anything but the Tic Tacs.
But yeah, for your question, I did talk to Aaron Dismuke and Shannon for GalaxyCon.
What?
People are commenting.
Oh.
Oh, hello, people.
And since we had a minute, I answered.
Okay. Hello, everyone. All of one of you.
Okay, so in the meantime, is there anything that you guys would like to do?
Okay.
Because currently, right now, y'all are just standing in the middle of ruins while your little bard plucks away at the strings.
I want to explore.
Okay. Which direction do you explore?
Alright, I want to...
Are we aware of each other? Like, are we all in the same
Yes, you
general
can all
area?
see each other.
Okay.
I will have to be back. You guys keep talking. This is Kaiser.
A hat falls upon the wizard. It's now a wizard hat.
Alright, lots of woods, huh?
Lots of woods.
Boy, what can I do? I am going to... how far away from the chapel where we woke is the tree line?
I'd probably say it's a good 10 to 20 feet.
Enough space for me to do like a...
Oh, more than
quick
enough
walk
space for
around.
you to do a walk around.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a quick walk around, give it a sniff, see if I can't
Okay.
find anything.
Go ahead and roll me a perception.
Oh boy.
Because this is kind of getting you accustomed to, and you can pick any skill you want to use at any given time.
Okay. Perception is 8. Ugh, 10.
10. So, as far as you can see, everything just seems fairly normal from what you can tell. Thanks to your good old twitchy rabbit nose, you can smell that wherever you are, there is ocean water. So you can smell the salty seawater in the air. As you're walking around, you can see that there was a former cellar, but you can assume that you're probably not going to be able to get into it due to the stonework and everything kind of collapsing and preventing anybody from really accessing it. Besides that, as you're kind of continuing to walk around, you would at the very least be able to note that there's some kind of makeshift path that leads from the chapel to somewhere else. As to where that is, I mean, you guys really don't know.
Alright. I'm doing my little perimeter sweep. You can wander around, take some time. I need like 2 minutes.
I'm going to, I want to look more in...
So,
I got dungeoneering, geography, man.
do you want me to go over what I just told him?
Yes, please. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
So, I had him do a perception check because he wanted to do a quick round around the cathedral just to see where everything is. The tree line is basically, 10, 20 feet, like in the distance around the cathedral itself. There was a cellar door kind of towards the back, but that's been blocked off.
Okay.
So just due to the collapse of the church and everything, that you're not getting into that. There's also a makeshift path that leads somewhere, but you guys aren't really sure where.
But there's nowhere you can explore more in the cathedral?
No, because it's quite literally rubble all around you. Like, there's some stonework that's still standing, but it's basically just like little walls here and there. Otherwise, everything else is collapsed. How you guys are managed to be alive and have your bodies there, you have no fucking idea.
Okay. And I can't pull from my knowledge, history, or anything like that to know anything about this area?
No. I mean, you could try, but...
I want to try.
Okay. Go ahead and make a roll for knowledge history.
Right, what is my... It's an 8 modifier bonus? All right.
Okay.
Yeah, 20.
Jesus Christ.
So what do I know?
So you've heard very much so about, like, so pulling some memories from your past life, you remember distinctly that there was somebody who you heard in passing talking about this one experience that they had about a supposed rebirth, and that whenever it happened, all of those people were shipped off to an island where it starts at, this one random burned down cathedral, God knows. Whatever that might be. You are on a island, or at least a set of islands, known as the Tutorial Islands, or the Islands of Beginner. Yeah, she rolled a natural 20 on a history check.
Nice.
And I had a +8 mod anyway.
And
Nice.
I'm running off of, the good old Baldur's Gate logic of if you crit, you auto pass. If you crit fail, you crit fail.
Okay. Works for me.
Okay.
So what all did you learn?
You're busy exploring, remember? I was staying behind looking at that area. We haven't met back up yet.
Okay.
No metagaming.
Fine.
Anyways. So yeah.
Meanwhile, the bard's just sitting there like, yeah, okay, cool.
Alright. I'm just gonna chill out and wait now that I know what's going on.
Okay.
Just chill out and wait for him to come back. So my reasoning is I'm thinking we somehow knew each other if we are together, or at least we all got reborn at the same time then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's my deductions. Oh, great GM.
Yeah, so I mean, theoretically, you could surmise that you know each other from past life, but you just don't know who. Because you do still have memories from the past life. However, each of you doesn't know basically who it is from the past life. So that's something you can work on figuring out to see, if you had any previous friendships or anything or what.
All right.
But that's up to you.
If I used it, I want to use detect magic to see if there's any magic.
Couldn't you just say you were done? Sorry, go ahead.
I want to detect magic, son.
Okay. You detect yourself, the rabbit, and the bard.
Damn.
Congratulations.
So we all have magical ability that we're aware of.
Oh.
Well, that she's aware of.
And then I'm chaotic neutral, man. I'm all about the secrets and chaos.
Yeah, and the hat on the bard is going off the fucking charts. You don't know what the hell that is.
All right, so I'm going to finish my little cursory sweep around and go back to wherever the rest of the crew is.
I'm a human.
You see the rabbit walk up.
I see the rabbit rock up.
Quite literally, a giant fucking humanoid rabbit. Just.
Well, I'm only 5 foot. Well,
No,
4'9".
Still, it is
I'm
a giant
taller
rabbit.
than him.
Yeah.
I'm 5'4".
It's
5'5".
still a giant rabbit.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I'm
Well,
a big
yeah.
rabbit.
Yeah.
But
It is like you could swear he was a kangaroo, but a rabbit.
Yeah. You want to describe your character to me so I have more of a visual, and so do the audience?
So, without the ears, 4'9". Okay. Most of the time, I keep my ears back. Right? They're not up all the time. Kind of like ponytail, right?
All right.
Brown and gray fur. Just like striped gray. Okay, it's not big patches. Dark black, dead rabbit eyes. You know how they are. Short little nose. Just normal tunic. Sword strapped to my side.
Gotta have that sword.
Big boots, right? I got huge rabbit feet, so I got like big old clown boots on.
Have you ever seen the game Overgrowth?
The what?
No.
So there's a game called Overgrowth where
Yeah.
you're literally like a rabbit.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and you get weapons and you fight other rabbits in
Oh.
gladiatorial combat.
I want to play it.
That sounds fun.
And it's got a really weird physics engine.
I've got the amulet sigil in my hand, and as I come over, I kind of toss it to you, right?
God, I could have you make a dexterity saving throw.
You want me to?
Or no, I could have her make a reflex and just...
Is it Dex?
No, I'm saying I could.
Reflex
So,
one.
Yeah,
Alright.
I could have you do that, but I mean, it doesn't really matter.
I want to hit it. Yeah.
Natural one.
You fucking pelt her in the head. And
Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
she takes 1 point of life damage.
Oh no, I'm
That's
gonna die.
Non-lethal.
I'm gonna die.
I'm so sorry. I thought you were ready.
Do I detect magic from that, or has much time passed where the detect
No,
magic's gone?
You don't detect any magic.
Alright.
And the time would have been gone.
Alright, time would have gone, yeah. Ow.
Sorry. I'm sorry. Sorry.
Why'd you do that to me?
I thought you were ready. You were looking right at me.
I was looking through you.
Well, where were you? What did you learn?
That you have a decent throw.
Yeah. Sorry. Again, I'm never gonna live this down, am I?
Probably not.
To be fair, though, it was your fault. You missed.
Just take your amulet back. Toss.
All right. Reflex. Let's see if I catch it.
I swear to God.
Where is... Do.
Saving throws
Yep.
should be on the first page.
Yep. First page, middle. Saving throws, reflex, which is the middle one.
Oh, 4.
You also get pelted in the head.
God damn it.
Except
All right.
you don't take damage.
We're done throwing this thing.
Your fur softens the blow.
Oh,
I
boy.
suck at this game.
It's not as easy, is it?
All right. So I'm gonna
Now we're even.
pop a little rabbit squat
Okay.
and
Are you pooping pellets?
converse with my friend here. No, I haven't eaten yet. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. That's not how that works.
Yeah, so,
So where the hell are we?
It's an island.
Oh yeah, I gathered as much. I can smell the salt.
Yeah, it's an island. We probably knew each other before. I don't know.
You don't look familiar to me at all.
Yeah, I probably won't.
How so? How do you? Where's this coming from? Like, what do you know?
My God.
All right. Well, I'm gonna trust you. What do we do from here?
You're gonna trust me? Are you sure about that?
I have no reason not to.
Hold on, let me ask my. Oh, great, Loki.
You get no response.
What shall we do from here?
You get no response. We need a D100.
I got one.
You do?
Oh, I have a D100, not a D100.
Yeah, no, we need a... Well,
Here.
I guess do the D100 and then do a D10.
Yep, that's what I'm doing.
Alright, let's see what you get.
Oh, great Loki. Provide me with your wisdom without smiting me, please. 11.
Yeah, no, you got nothing. Yeah, no, just nothing.
Alright, I'm gonna close my eyes and point in a random direction. We go there.
I saw the path that leads into the woods.
I didn't
Looks like
point
it's-
toward this path, did I?
Looks like it's really well traveled.
Well, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do we have a D8?
Oh, I got 2 D4. Oh yeah, I
We have
have
a D8.
Yeah, roll a D8.
4.
Okay. Well, going by the assumption of north, northwest, east, southeast,
The cardinal, the omnidirectional.
you point southeast. That's trees. You point at trees.
But I like the trees. They're green like my eyes.
There's a path on the other side of the chapel. It leads into the woods. It looks really well traveled. I imagine if we follow that, we'll find some civilization. We can figure out what the hell's going on.
And this is why I say don't trust me with directions. Lead the way.
Alright. Well, then I guess let's take to the path and see where it leads us.
Okay. Well, you take to the path. Start walking. And, you know, let's see if either of you got some good ears.
Perception?
Perception.
21.
21.
15.
Okay. So, sorry. So I'm going to say with a 15, sure, you can hear. The three of you, while you're kind of walking, can hear what sounds like a lot of footsteps coming down the path. Like, you hear, one or two people kind of like shouting to each other, but you can definitely hear a lot of footsteps down the path.
I think someone might have noticed we just showed up. I'm gonna shush everyone.
I'm gonna geography check to see if there's a way we can get around them without being noticed, maybe?
Into the woods. Off the path.
There's a thing called common sense.
Hide. And wait.
Yep.
Okay.
Should I roll a stealth check?
If you are going to be getting off the path, hiding and waiting, then yes, I need stealth from both of you.
I obviously have a 17.
15.
Stealth. Oh no, here, take your own d20.
I do have multiple.
Do you want a screen?
Where is our DM screens?
I mean, shit, at this rate, just a folder.
Here. Oh yeah, my Tears of the Kingdom book that I just got.
Oh yes, open up to my map. Never mind. Where's my Ganondorf fan art? Where's my Daddy Dorf?
Daddy Dorf.
Alright. So here's the fun part. I have to make like 6 of these checks.
Oh, my DM screen was in the storage space because I had a whole
Yeah, I
thing.
know.
So sad.
We
lost so
the
much.
bunch, yeah?
Okay, I'm gonna tell you right off the bat. Yeah, you guys are found.
Sure.
So as you guys are marching, the first 2 guys, you see, 2 gentlemen on either side holding torches. They kind of walk past. It's then that, kind of walking along, you see basically what you can assume to be a relatively young kid. Like, not really so much kid, but young adultish. Probably about, you're looking at their features, you could probably assume probably 18, 19 years old. They stop, and they kind of, listen for a second. And, ding.
Good job, Bard.
Yeah, I accidentally pluck a string on a twig. Which,
Rookie mistake.
well, I never even rolled for their stealth. But,
Well, to be fair.
for the sake of progression,
Yes. Prove the story.
The young adult kind of calls out and be like, I know you're there, you can come out. It's okay.
Alright, I'm gonna try and be...
What you doing?
It's okay, Bella.
What's my Bella doing? What? What's my Bella doing?
And not on the screen. And we are back.
I'm going to be as diplomatic as possible. Hands up, ears up. I swing out from behind my tree. Clearly not a threat.
Can I do a perception check to see if I can take them?
There's way more of them than there are of us.
Currently, it's 2-1, and you can tell, oddly enough, just from staring at the 18 to 19-year-old kid, you will not live.
I'm already out in the open. I've already got my hands up.
Like, you just get, like, an odd sense of foreboding. But at the same time, as you guys kind of step out, and, you know, your bard's stepping out with you, he's smiling.
Oh dear.
Like, it's just, you know, an innocent, like, hey, how are you kind of smile. Like, you know,
Okay,
nice guy.
I'm gonna try and reason with these folk. I'm just gonna, you know, we're just simple travelers. We heard the commotion. We decided it best to hide. We're no threat. You know.
He'll just look at you and be like, oh, that's okay. I know that you're the ones from the light.
The light.
The
Yeah, who
rebirth.
deems the light?
Yeah, the rebirth light.
The what now?
Yeah, you didn't hear that? No, you heard about that in the beginning.
Well, yeah, no, yeah, but
No,
Meta. He's not
Yeah.
betting.
was my character aware that there was a light before I woke up?
No.
I mean, I would say yes.
Oh, then yes.
Okay.
Because it's basically the transfer away for the soul.
Okay.
So that's your first memory, is just...
It's just... Yeah, probably.
Probably. They still play with them occasionally on the...
Jaden or Ellie will when she's out there occasionally.
I'm gonna put him to shit.
Okay.
Alright. Anyways, yeah. Rebirth
So
light.
yeah, you do know about the light for the cathedral.
Okay. Yeah, that's us.
Alright.
Or was that the reason for the crowd?
Yeah. Yeah. Like, do you have any idea how long it's been since somebody's been reborn here?
This happens regularly?
Yeah, it's been like 100 years.
Not regularly, no.
Why am I the only one who doesn't know about this? Did I know about this?
Probably in your past life.
My
I
what
think
now?
we know each other. I said that earlier.
You did say that.
Hi, what's your name?
I'm having an existential crisis.
Did I do?
I don't know. Oh yeah, no, I don't think you did on your character sheet. Hold on. Not looking.
I did not.
Alright, closing, or do you need this still? Do you want me to print this for you?
No, because I'm supposed to have the computer. But
Well, I meant for today, but
No.
yeah. Alright, closing.
Yeah,
No, I don't want these tabs. I want this one. I want to cause chaos.
Man, you really put me on the spot. You know, I'm just gonna go with a name that I fucking picked out last night for a different RP thing. He's gonna look at you and be like, "My name is Dariath."
Dariath?
Yep.
How do you spell that?
Dariath.
As it sounds.
D-A-R-I-A-T-H.
IATH.
IATH. Save. There you go. You have your character named, and I'm not looking at it anymore. There you go. See, I can do this without cheating.
Yeah, okay.
Well, I'm a DM too, so like I would
I know.
never do that intentionally.
Well, I'm going to be 100% honest. I've been a forever DM until right this very day.
Yeah.
Well, you're gonna have fun.
Yeah, you never played my Scion campaigns where I ran.
No.
Oh, I gotta DM more.
I've always been a forever DM. I'm going to introduce myself. I'm Torn. Torne. For anybody taking notes.
Torn.
Well, Red Mage. I can't decide. Do I want to blow shit up?
I know, I understand.
Right? Get the pun?
That works.
It's a pun! Anyway, I'm gonna introduce myself.
Fantastic.
I'm gonna introduce myself, put my hands down, but casually rest one of the hands, my hand, on the pommel of my sword.
Mm-hmm.
Just so everybody's aware that I'm armed. But I'm not
armed and fluffy.
I'm not being openly hostile. It's just a very casual stance.
I know.
Armed and fluffy.
I am armed and fluffy.
Sure, that's fine. I mean,
I'm still not quite sure what these people want to do, but I'm just going to introduce myself and kind of relax a little bit.
yeah. It's like, okay. Give you a nod and a, wave and greeting. Then he looks over.
Oh yeah, Mira Costa, but everyone calls me Mira.
Okay. Good to know.
So, were you waiting for us, or...?
Well, technically waiting isn't really the right term. I guess more so retrieving.
Okay. Makes me sound like a piece of luggage.
Well, you are a piece of flesh.
Right.
And to be fair, so are you.
I never said
alive
against
or dead,
it.
I mean, I didn't really care. I was just told, it's like, hey, 3 people, go get them. Okay, cool.
Told by whom?
I mean, village.
Village.
Yeah.
People.
Yeah.
Right.
You're on an island. Did you not think there was a village here?
Well, we saw the path. I was hoping.
Yeah, well, yes, there is very much so a village, right? Right down the road.
Okay, can you show us the way? Take us there?
Yeah, that was fine.
All right, and I'm using my quarterstaff as a walking stick.
There.
Okay, cool, let's go.
So basically what's going to happen is there's going to be the 2 guys with torches behind you, then you guys, then him and 1 other person, and then 2 more guys with torches.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
I mean, they're just holding torches just in case it gets, dark. They're literally magic torches. So, they ignite as necessary.
Magic.
This is gonna be a thing I do until I get the answers that I want. I'm gonna pull out the amulet,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna show it to this kid.
Okay.
And I cringe, thinking you're gonna throw it at me again.
I'm just gonna show it to him. It's not leaving my hand.
Yeah.
Right.
But I got me that amulet, man.
What does this mean?
He's going to look at it for a second and be like, where'd you find it?
Where we woke up.
Okay. Well, if it's anything to do with that chapel, I wouldn't really know. You might want to ask one of the older villagers. But we also have a library that kind of keeps records of everything that goes on the island, so there's that too.
Can I do like a knowledge arcana check on that amulet?
You're not going to learn anything through Arcana.
I've got many knowledges: nature, nobility,
yes, I know,
planes.
You're a
Ooh, you know what?
Oh,
Let's do. I'm gonna use all my knowledge checks one after the other. I'm gonna try to. I want to be like, can I see that for a sec?
Nothing.
Without throwing it.
Nothing. Religion. Nothing.
So I have to roll religion for sure.
Considering it is a religious sigil.
Well, I'm not metagaming. I'm just gonna try to learn everything
You
I can.
were in the cathedral where it was picked up. That's not meta.
All right, 14.
No.
Damn.
All right.
Sweet Mary and Josephine.
I need answers about this. I thank him. I'll check out the library.
Okay.
If that was another.
You're gonna have
20.
to wait until you meet with the elder, or at least the village leader,
Great. We will do that.
because the library is almost always off limits unless you either work there or part of the inner circle or the tribe leader / village leader.
Guarded knowledge. So bad?
No, not necessarily bad, but could be.
Okay. Fair enough.
It really just depends.
All right.
It's all
So,
knowledge is
In
power.
other words, there's going to be a guy at the front door. He's going to check what you did, what you done, and he's going to check your alignment. If you're anything remotely bad, you are forever banned from this library.
Well, I don't know too much about myself right now, but I don't think I'm terrible.
Well, lucky you, we can figure that out.
Does your village have a name? Did I put you on the spot again?
Well, kind of to match the whole scheme of the islands, it's the town of beginnings.
Okay.
And then there's the town of endings. And the town of middle somewhere.
I don't like the town of endings. That sounds dangerous.
Well, I mean, it's not really that bad. It just has a port that'll send you on your way back to the mainland.
Mainland. Island. Right. Keep forgetting that. Still smell the salt. Don't know why I keep forgetting.
I'm getting hungry.
Hi, hungry.
Every time we play or stream.
It's okay. We've got plenty of food at the village.
All right, so I'm gonna be lost in thought for the remainder of the journey. I'm just kind of shove my hands in my pockets and keep pace.
And I'm going to be looking at everything I come across.
You find a tree, a bird, a deer.
Do I pick up my hawk?
A twig.
More rocks and a lot of dirt.
And your bird flying above.
My hawk! Come here, my baby hawk!
It gets shot with an arrow.
Fuck, no! No!
It disappears.
I will destroy.
I'm kidding.
Oh
no! There will be fire.
Yeah, welcome to the shenanigans of my DMing. So you guys continue to walk with them. It takes probably about a half an hour to get from the chapel to basically the more mainland part of the island, which is where the village is. Oddly enough, you can see that the village itself is protected by relatively well-maintained stone walls. There's a couple of guards, going around the perimeter of the city on the walls, but for the most part, it's a nice little peaceful rustic town.
Stone walls. You guys have a lot of monsters on this island?
There's some, but it's mostly just the wildlife. Sometimes it gets ballsy and wants to try and pick a fight with anything, and then, And then there's the dragon that's been sleeping in the mountain for a while, but we don't worry about that.
Right. We're gonna just ignore that.
That's fine. It's friendly for the most part. We just, deal with it.
Right.
He's just talking about it so nonchalantly, like it doesn't even matter.
Well, I guess if you live in its shadow for long enough, it doesn't. I guess we'll just continue to follow him until we meet the elder.
Yeah, I mean, basically, you guys are led into the village, and as you're walking around, there's a lot of people stopping what they're doing and looking at you three. Mainly because they know kind of exactly what happens. Like, they know the kind of people that are brought back to the village. So as you are kind of going through the village, you'll be able to notice there's surprisingly a variety of shops. You've got your blacksmith, your leather workers, you've got a general store, you've even got, an alchemy stop. There's one major inn that's located kind of closer towards the center of the village, just for, whenever visitors show up, or honestly, even just random tourists, because, believe it or not, the Island of Beginning is partially a tourist attraction.
Makes sense.
I guess.
That plus, there are people who have, led a life of adventures and then just came back to where they started just to settle back down.
That makes sense.
Given that, we also have, kind of the library off in the distance, and it is a big building. Like, honestly, bigger than any other building in the city. Aside from that, right next to it is actually the town hall, but the town hall is up a couple of steps, kind of like more towards the top of a hill. Just because that town hall also functions as a house for the village chief / elder / leader / whatever.
Slash whatever.
Yeah. But, so as you guys are kind of brought into the city, the gentleman with the torches, they all leave. So it's just you three and the kid at this point.
Darius.
Yeah, Darius. So he'll go ahead, he'll point out where, the village leader's house is and be like, yeah, so right up there, that's where we're going.
And we're expected.
Yeah. I mean, you'd expect to want to see the people who come down from, like, literal giant beams of light that shoot to the heavens, right?
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, let's go meet the boss.
Okay. So you guys are led up the stairs, and, he goes up, knocks on the door. There's actually a butler / servant type who kind of answers the door, looks at Darius, looks at you. It's like, well, different than last time, I guess, kind of. Okay, come on. From what you can tell, the gentleman who answered the door has been around a long time.
Approximate age?
From what you can tell, they just look old.
Human?
No.
Can I identify the race?
I mean, yeah, you're close enough. You could tell that basically they are of some form of elven lineage. So they've been around a while.
Knowledge nobility check?
It's a servant.
Oh, dang.
An elven servant.
Well then.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna introduce myself.
No, you don't need to introduce
No.
yourself. He's just kind of there to fetch you guys and bring you in. So you'll be ushered into the main area of oh God, what I forgot what it's called. My brain's blanking.
Oh no.
So you'll be ushered basically inside, and pardon me, shown to basically almost what's akin to a waiting room. It's relatively nicely furnished, but it doesn't scream nobility. It just screams more like has a general taste and style that they're going for, kind of like rustic.
Well off, but not pompous.
Exactly.
Okay.
And so, you're sitting there. The butler brings everybody some tea, places the tray down on a little table in front, and tells them that, the leader will be by in just a moment.
I'm gonna take the tea.
Okay.
Give it a little sniff. Do a,
It is, in fact, tea.
It is, in fact, tea. Okay.
An herbal tea. But if you kind of want to know what it does, that's going to be... I don't think we have a medicine check, do we?
No.
So the closest thing I would say would
Heal?
be survival or heal.
Survival?
Yeah, survival or heal check if you want.
I'll do a heal check.
They're both the same for me, so
Oh, that sucks.
15.
10.
Okay, so you kind of take a sniff of the tea, and, a little bit of a flicker of a past memory kind of reminds you. It's like, hey, I've worked with this herb before. It's basically used in teas that help kind of remedy fatigue and kind of help you feel a little bit better, help you relax.
Oh. I sniff it and then be like, ooh, this is actually good tea. And then start drink down trying to drink it.
You don't call it chai tea. Unless you're calling it TT.
Oh my god, that nickname.
No, that's literally what Chai means.
Yeah.
TT?
TT.
Yeah, I know.
It's like Moon Moon, but T.
But remember how I told you my
Desert.
brother when we were babies? My nickname was TT growing up the entire time. He would call me that.
Just call you Chai.
He could call me Chai.
Yeah.
Because he couldn't say my name.
I'm going to enjoy this tea and just kind of chill.
So, probably about, 5 minutes or so pass. And it's kind of at this point with you guys looking around. The house is actually pretty big. Like, weird. But then, all of a sudden you just hear the sound of, like, boots falling on the wooden planks. And opening the door, you guys have to look up. Because the leader of this island is actually a giant.
Oh.
Oh! Oh dear.
So he walks in, and he looks like he is a very much so like a grizzled veteran type. Like, he's wearing boots, he's got, a knife strapped to his belt, but more importantly, he has a giant fucking battle axe strapped to his back that he does not separate from. He's got one distinctive scar that kind of runs diagonal across his face, like kind of from up here on his forehead. So like the top right of his forehead, down right across his nose, and then across his lips.
Ooh.
You're not sure what gave him that scar, but you can tell that he definitely, whatever happened to him didn't happen to the other guy.
I would hate to see the other guy.
You can't. They're dead. So he kind of...
We laid the towel that's behind you, because she likes laying on those towels.
It's either that or I can just put the book in the way.
Yeah. Try and get the cords.
Yeah, hold on. Here, lift the book for a sec. All right.
Right here.
The cords are all right here, as long as we can just keep her from there. There we go.
Plus I can still use this as a screen.
Okay, there we go. She's looking at like, how dare.
Little screen here.
All right, we're good now.
Okay. So he walks into the room, kind of marches over, and, there's actually a desk that's kind of set up with, his chair. He sits down in the chair, props his boots up onto the desk, and he looks at you. And his voice is a little gravelly, but it definitely carries, like, almost like the weight of thunder as he speaks.
I am immediately dropping my ears back.
Yeah. Don't want you going deaf.
No, yeah, my ears are pressed against the back of my head.
Yeah. But, so he'll speak up and go, "So you're the ones who have been summoned, so to speak, to my island."
I guess. Hi.
You guess. You're the ones who are at the chapel, right?
That's correct.
Okay. Good. So, this isn't the first rodeo. It's not going to be the last. Long story short, whatever happened in your past life, I personally don't give a shit. What matters is you're here now. What you gonna do? There's a mirror. Look at yourself. Learn who you are. Learn what you look like. We have the library, which, if one of you is bad in any sort of way, you're not going in. Period. And then he just kind of looks over to you. Especially the wizards. Because one fireball sets that place ablaze, and it loses centuries of work.
I don't know
And
fireball.
I don't care. It is the premise.
I do know acid, though.
About the library. I'm gonna stand up ever so cautiously. Reach into my pocket, pull out my amulet. hold it up, because I'm only 5 foot tall. Hold it up so he can see the sigil.
He's like 9'8", to give you an idea.
All right,
But sitting down, he's basically at your height.
All right, I'm gonna, I need to know what this is. I need to get into that library.
He's gonna look at it and be like, I mean, all right. I have no idea what that is. I don't have any intention of knowing what that is, but sure. You'll see a guard out front. They'll give you the ringer. Figure out if you're going to be allowed in.
Okay.
As for why you're here, we're going to have you undergo a fair bit of training. Which means you're going to be learning what you can do, how you can do it, why you can do it, and what all you can do with it. Be it helping people around town, or I ship you out to go find some trouble to get into yourself. I don't care.
Well, if there's anything I can do to aid you or your villagers...
Oh, believe me, there's always goblins.
Is there anything more domestic on the agenda?
Domestic?
What, you want to milk a cow's tit or something?
That's what I was kind of thinking, too.
Maybe.
Or are you looking for something more important? Because we don't really get those.
I will do whatever I need to get into that library.
Which, again, you'll just talk to the guy out front. He'll take care of that. Okay. However, if for whatever reason I hear him blow a horn, somebody's head's getting crushed.
I could see the visual cringe.
I'm just gonna kind of sink into the chair a little bit. Okay, so what's first?
It's like, well, apparently what's first is
mirror.
Again,
mirror check.
Mirror check.
Lead the way.
He'll go ahead. He'll get up. You know, those heavy fucking boot falls. Like at close proximity, it's almost like a miniature earthquake. So he'll go ahead, open the door, kind of lead you guys to a more open room. Like you could tell that room is for meetings, and then the next room he leads you to is like a more open space, almost living room-esque type room. That's very much so meant for relaxing and kind of unwind. There's a mirror in the corner that, specifically made for any race, basically. So it's tall.
Right.
And he'll just kind of hold out his arm and be like, there's your mirror, have fun.
Wizard friend, Mira, after you. Ladies first.
All right, I will go look inside the great mirror.
Okay, so you go to stand in front of the mirror and you see yourself, though, how closely do you peer at the mirror?
Very intently.
All right, so then as you're very intently looking into the mirror, you're looking at yourself, but then all of a sudden, the reflection of yourself just goes, fucking jumps at you. It's a magic mirror. It doesn't mean they have to play by the rules.
I squeak and I run away.
You hear a cackling from the mirror. And if anybody was paying attention to the giant man, he just kind of has like a twitch of a smile.
All right. I guess that's my turn, yeah?
Yep.
Okay, I would like...
I can't believe I got scared away.
You know what? Let's just... Yeah, let's go look deep.
Okay.
Look deep inside yourself, Gohan.
I mean, it basically just does the same thing.
It tries to jump scare me?
Hmm.
I thought this thing was supposed to tell us why we're here and who we are. Why is it being pedantic?
To be fair, I never said it said why we're here.
Was it?
I just merely said it's going to show you what you look like.
Great. So it's a mirror.
It's a mirror. A magic mirror, but a mirror.
I'm gonna ear twitch, aggravated, just kind of like, right?
He's just going to just roll his eyes a bit. He's going to walk over to him and be like, look, just do this. He'll literally put his hand to the mirror, and all of a sudden you'll just see, name, status, class, and everything just kind of appear on the mirror.
It's a character sheet.
Kind of.
Shit, that's cool. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna mimic him.
He'll go ahead, withdraw his hand, move back, let you go. And then, so you'll see your name, you'll see that you are classified as a red mage, and he's just going to kind of peer and be like, red mage? Jesus, I haven't seen one of those in a while. Okay, that'll be fun.
What is that?
It means that you are both able to control regular wizard spells, but you can also tap into cleric spells.
Oh.
So you can heal or you can burn. I don't give a shit either, but please do not burn the books.
At every single word, the ears just go up and up and up. And by the time he's done talking, I am straight-eared in the mirror. Big smile on my face. Okay.
Well,
that's cool.
Can't say that's not the first time I've seen a rabbit get an ear erection.
Alright, I'm taking my hand off, stepping away.
Alright.
I'm gonna come back slowly.
Okay.
And be like,
You just touch it and, shows everything.
I am a wizard. I figured this.
Gee, I wonder what gave it away. Was it my general disdain for you burning the books, or was it something else?
The fact that I already used a spell earlier today.
Oh, congratulations. Fucking wizards. But yeah, basically, from what you can, from the brief glimpse, if either of you were paying attention, he didn't introduce himself, but his name was there. His name is Gareth. And he is what's classified as a Titan Fighter Barbarian.
Ooh.
E-T-H?
Yeah, ETH. Which, Titan Fighter Barbarians are my favorite because they get to wield a weapon that's one size larger than them for free.
Oh.
Yeah. Plus, when they rage, they get to grow a size.
All right. We have been playing for almost an hour and a half on stream, so we are going to get ready to take a quick, maybe 5-minute break.
5-10 minutes.
Yeah, 5 to 10 minutes.
Stretch our legs.
But before we go on break, in case you haven't noticed, on the bottom left hand of our stream, I have the Call of Dragons campaign going on. It's something the nomination is doing, so click on the link that's in the chat. And any new accounts helps support the stream. Also, you can donate on the pin message to our Streamlabs. We are currently raising funds for making this campaign better. We're going to be getting miniatures and maps and things like that. So any bit helps. And you guys, we'll be back soon. All right. We're back from our brief hiatus. Break.
Hiatus implies multiple days.
That's true.
I had to pee.
Same.
Well,
But now we're back.
very quickly.
Drinking that tea goes right through me every time. How do I know that? I don't know.
Alright, well, so you guys touched the mirror, saw the statuses. Bard touches bard mirror, does bard things, you know they're a bard.
Well, from the music, yeah. And, getting us caught.
No, you could have just figured that they were just, a person who liked instruments.
Musically inclined. I'm gonna excuse myself and take a slow walk towards the library.
Okay. I mean, the elven butler boy will lead you to the front door, open it for you, and then point over towards the giant building.
I give him my thanks and take a slow walk down the hill.
Alright. You take a slow walk down the hill.
John, you didn't make the committee left.
Yeah, I know. We're back live.
Oh, good.
We're good.
Okay. And what is Elvisair doing?
What is our wiser doing?
I want to explore the area, the little village thing, just in general.
Just the village in general?
Yeah.
Okay. You both take a slow walk down the stairs.
Alright, well, I'll, how long does it take me to get to the library? What do I see on my way?
Well, you're going downhill. More so stairs. You can see the village.
Library's off to the right coming down the hill?
Yep.
Alright, I'm gonna just head down into the village proper and...
Okay.
What does my hawk give me for sight bonus?
Nothing.
I thought it did.
What's the disparity between the villagers? What races do we got living here?
A little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything. Mixed bag. I like that. Are they all still, eyes on? Everybody still making a big deal about us?
I mean, they're kind of returning to their daily activities, but for the most part, you can tell that every now and again they are taking glances.
Alright.
What's my familiar thing? Why don't I see familiars?
Because you need to go back to the wizard page.
I am on the wizard page.
Scroll up.
Ugh.
Scroll back down.
We'll be back after this brief metagaming session.
Yeah, God forbid. Arcane Bomb.
Oh, okay, thank you. I'm good now.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, I'm good now.
Okay. Bum. Alright, so she's busy fucking with her hawk.
Right. I'm gonna do my best to just kind of let everyone know I'm no threat.
They just look at you and see a bunny and go squeak, 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 squeak.
Well, no, I'm not verbally, but
I
body language. Just slow walking, hands away from weapons. I mean just casual, right? I'm not walking through the village with my hands. I'm that one guy. I'm that one dude for the new guy who refuses to put his hands down because it's more comfortable. Right?
Yeah, my God. But yeah, so they kind of see you go to the library and they're just like, okay. And there's kind of like a middle-aged guy just kind of chilling there. He's looking at you and be like, let me guess. You want to go into the library.
I do want to go into the library.
Alright. You can tell he's really just in no big rush.
It's like the DMV.
The DMV, but the library. So he goes ahead, kind of leads you into the library, and as you go inside, there is almost immediately, 10 feet back, there's another wall with a door.
Okay.
Inside, there's a desk on either side, but there's definitively one way in, one way out. There's 2 gates. One where at the front where the 2 desks kind of a gate between the two desks.
Okay.
One at the front and one at the end.
Like a metal detector.
Kind of, yeah. So you are instructed to go through that while he goes around and climbs into one of the sides. And he looks at you and be like, all right, weapons, please.
I take my sword belt off, put it on the desk.
All right. He takes it, puts it underneath the counter.
Wait,
And
this
then...
this is like going to the DMV.
It's okay. I've got a
Twitch.
special hell for her planned later. The Dish Pit Dungeon.
Oh no.
Oh, God.
She mentioned that last night.
Yeah. I work at a restaurant, and I'm a dishwasher sometimes.
I work at the same restaurant, and I take care of unruly bitches. I digress. So, after he's done putting the weapon away, you'll see him kind of rummage around for a bit. He'll take a crystal, put it kind of onto the counter, and be like, stay there for a moment, please. And then he starts walking around. At this point, you can kind of realize he's not actually a human. He's a turtle.
That would make a lot more sense.
And then he's just kind of waddling around one step at a time, goes over to the other side, be like, do you have any spell books or anything like that?
No.
Okay, thank you. He goes ahead, takes another crystal, puts it on top. He'll tap it, it lights up. He'll walk back around to the other counter.
Ear twitch.
Tap the crystal, it lights up. Be like, all right, just stand still for a minute. This will take good care of you. And then both of the crystals kind of start floating up, converge until they're like maybe a foot away from you, and then start spinning around, going from head to toe. So like each one alternating in a different direction.
Right.
So it's like one's going up, one's going down, and then they do the same thing, but go all the way up, all the way back down, and they settle. Both of the crystals remain clear, which is interesting. Go back, settle down the dim glows, and be like, all right, looks like you're neutral. You can go ahead and...
Thank you very much.
He'll go ahead, take the crystal, put it back, waddle around to the other side, take the crystal, put it back, waddle back around to the other side, hand you back your sword, opens the gate, takes a key out of his pocket, puts it in, turns it, and then a much louder series of unlocking just comes from the door.
Jesus.
And then he's like, opens it and be like, all right, there you go.
Thank you, my old friend.
I'm 23.
Ah.
That's a human, please.
Thank you, my friend. Alright, I'm gonna buckle my sword belt back on, step through the door. Good God. Ear twitch.
You step through the door. He goes ahead, pulls the door back, and then all of a sudden all you hear is as everything kind of falls back into place, locking. If you were to turn around and look, you don't see any locks.
Deadbolt locks.
You don't see anything. The door just looks like a door.
How do I get out?
You knock.
Don't worry about that.
He just kind of pokes his head through a window. You knock.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
Yeah, it just might take me a minute.
I've got some time. I hope. All right, I'm gonna start perusing books. I'm just gonna make my way aisle by aisle, looking for anything that has the symbol of the sigil on it, or anything related to religious texts or the history of the island. Anything I can find that might lead me in a direction.
Well, there is It's going to take you a while to search it because this library is massive. Like, you look around and you notice that it is actually 3 floors of nothing but bookshelves.
There's got to be an index somewhere.
I mean, like, right in the very center, there's basically a catalog that'll tell you kind of in general where most stuff is.
All right, let's start
But
there.
it's not going to go into specifics. Like, it'll break it down by, like, first floor section over here has this, or, third floor back side has this, and it'll kind of go on. Basically break it down by generalized location. As for finding the books, that's going to be on you.
Well, that's a place to start. Let's go there.
Okay.
I'll use a perception check, see if I can't narrow it down.
Sure. I was thinking of which skill to use.
If you want me to use something other than perception, I will.
No, perception's okay.
Okay. 12.
So you're kind of... I mean, lucky for you, the index is, it's actually pretty maintained.
It's not the Dewey Decimal System, but it'll do.
But you can see island history, first floor, front of the building.
First floor, front of the building.
Religion, top floor, back of the building.
Great. Well, it's a good thing I have fresh legs. That tea helped.
Yeah.
Let's start with the history. We'll go to the first floor, front of the building.
All right. Well, from what you can tell, the first 3 bookcases on both sides are stacked to the brim with books relating to the history of the island. As far as you can tell, the history of the island goes back probably about 4,000 or 5,000 years.
Okay. Let's start a little more recent. I believe one of the NPCs said 100 or so years since the last time there was a rebirth.
Correct.
All right, so let's start more recent history.
Okay.
100, 200 years prior to current date.
Okay. So you're going to be looking towards the 5th or 6th section of the bookcases. That's the word.
Piles.
Yeah, basically. So it's basically, side 1, 2, then 3, 4, and then 5, 6. So it's basically the last bookcase contains upwards of the last 800 years.
All right, and we'll be back in just a moment. And we're back.
There.
All right, I'm going to spend the next 3 or 4 hours in this library just tearing through books.
Okay. So.
And I'm exploring town.
Well, I'm in the library digging through books.
All right.
It's up to you now.
Yeah. While he's going ahead digging through books, you're going ahead and exploring your town.
Knowledge local. See what I can dig up.
Yeah, sure.
Well, you are the extrovert. I'd much rather prefer my books.
Which
You're definitely the one who goes to talk.
11 plus
when we get
knowledge
back to
local.
you're gonna have knowledge local plus advantage.
15!
15? You know that this is in fact a town.
And I also know, in fact, it's Tutorial Island.
And you are in the town of beginnings.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you basically understand that, hey, it's going to have everything that a normal town has. Residential areas, and the daily necessities,
Nothing going on here.
No, it's very much so the town of beginnings.
Let's
It
go
is a
check.
very
Let's go check the
peaceful-
library. See if they'll let me in.
All right. You go to the library.
Should be fun.
You knock on the door.
Knock, knock.
And a couple minutes pass, and then, opens up the door. You're like, oh, another visitor. All right. Come on in.
All right, come in.
Definitely developing a love-hate relationship with this guy.
So he goes inside, opens, kind of moves out of the way, pushes you inside, closes the door. He'll go ahead and look at you and be like, alright, stand over there.
All right, I go and stand.
Basically between the gate, or through the first gate and between the desks.
All right.
He'll walk over, just mind his own business, walks over to the first one. Weapons, please.
All right, hand him my quarterstaff.
Alright, he takes the staff.
I think that's the only weapon I have. Yeah, it is.
Leans it back somewhere. Pulls out crystal, sets it down. Waddles to the other side and be like, do you have any spell books?
Yes.
I'll be taking your spell book.
I kiss my spell book and then I hand it.
That's fucking weird. He takes it and tucks it underneath the counter, pulls out a crystal, puts it there, taps it, it lights up, walks around to the other side, taps the other one, it lights up. Same process, the crystals kind of rise up, float over to you, do a spiral, one goes up, one goes down, then reverse to go fully the other way. One of them glows red, one of them glows white. He looks at it and be like, well, I guess since I have your spell book, you're not getting that back till you're done.
Oh.
Well, you're not allowed to have anything in there now, so I guess that's fine.
All right.
Just don't cause any trouble or else I'm blowing the horn. He'll go ahead, take the crystal, put it back under, walk around to the other side, take the crystal, put it back down under, open, the other side, go over, open the gate, and then pulls out the key, twists the key, and at this point, even though you're studying, all you hear is at the sound of the door opening, and he opens and be like, alright, here you go. And then he kind of ushers you to go on through.
That's you.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk.
Alright. Be nice if I find any pages. I'm gonna, blow the horn or something.
Yeah, aye, sir. And walk in.
Did you just assume my turtle gender?
I definitely love this guy.
Fucking wizards.
I have a feeling that's going to be a theme during this campaign.
I don't think it is, yes. How do you think the chapel got burnt down? Fucking wizards. And then he'll close the door behind you, lock it, and you just hear the door relocks. Same thing as you turn around, you don't see any locks on the door or anything. It's a door.
Ooh. I want to examine. Knowledge Arcana? I want to know how this works. Ha! 19 plus 8, so 27.
It's a door.
God damn it!
Has nothing to do with Arcana.
Knowledge engineering. 20.
You can tell that the key he used controls some kind of locking mechanism, but you're not able to discern what kind.
Dang it. That's more than I had. I want to go in now.
Alright, did I hear all the door?
Yes. You also heard him say, fucking wizard.
Alright. I am just going to very, very loudly announce, don't cause problems and ruin this for me.
He sticks his head through the hole in the side of the door. Shh. It's a library.
I'm going to look at you and just be like...
Wizard can take me now. I shouldn't be alive anymore.
You're so young. You have 200 years left.
I know. It's a race to the finish.
I'll see you there.
Tortoise in the hair, my man. And then he just slinks back.
Alright. Knowledge local plus advantage, yeah?
Yep.
Alright, let's see what I learned. 19.
Okay, I mean, you still roll again. And you take the higher of the two.
20. 17 plus 3.
Okay. So was the 19 what you rolled, or was it with a...
No, that was... All of my numbers are with my modifier.
Okay.
Unless, of course, it's a natural, then he'll tell you.
Yeah, if it's a natural.
So 20, you can see basically everything that you need to see about the history of the town. Up to more recently, 1 to 200 years ago, there was a couple of swaps in chief of the village, which is always determined by a general vote. Oddly enough, they seem to operate off of a democracy in the village. Specifically looking for the last 100 years, you can tell that, there were probably, within the past 200 years, probably about 500 or so different people that have gone through the process of rebirth. However, you would be able to note that within those last 100 years, there was a catastrophe that happened at the chapel, which people basically have dubbed that, the day of hellfire, basically.
Sorry, note taking.
No,
okay.
You're fine.
Alright, second floor. Backside of the building.
Third floor.
Third floor, backside of the building.
Second floor, backside of the building is where you don't want to go.
Okay.
That's where they keep all the turtle stuff.
I don't want to see any of the turtle.
The turtle stuff.
What the turtle stuff in this library is.
I'm curious what that turtle stuff in the library is now.
I'm gonna.
I mean, you don't know that there's any turtle stuff in the library.
I do not.
I'm gonna head to the religion section, and again, I'm gonna devote like an hour to just scouring.
Yeah, from inside of the library, there are literally. It's almost like there's an entire row per section of the bookshelf dedicated to like one god per bookshelf.
Yikes.
You get to the end, and there are a couple of miscellaneous books.
Do any of the books possess the symbol on the amulet?
They do not outwardly show the symbol now.
Can I narrow my search down through these books for that symbol? Is there any way I can just kind of like leaf through and look for anything that closely resembles this symbol? More so coinciding
No, I
with
know.
the timing of the chapel burning.
The knowledge religion, or not knowledge religion, but like the religious section wouldn't actually have that as any event.
Okay.
Because all of the books that were written there were written before that happened.
Fair.
Though occasionally they do receive some new books, which are in a pile on the back, like the very back, yet to be categorized.
Well, that's not really my priority right now. Let's focus on those miscellaneous books.
Okay. So there's probably about 20 of them in total.
Well, there's my hour.
Okay.
I'm gonna flop down and...
Alright, well, let me see which book it is. Alright. How many books do you want to go through? Because you got 20 of them.
How many can I reasonably get through skimming in an hour?
Depends on how fast your skimming is. Like, what are you doing?
If only you were a wizard.
Hang on, I'm trying to think. Alright, I'm assuming most of these books are leather-bound hardback, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so this would be it. I open the book, place it down flat, grab the pages, and one at a time, right?
So, going through 500 pages per leather-bound tome,
Probably like one.
you'll be able to, I mean, at that speed, you'll probably be able to get through 40 pages a minute. So that's going to be 400 pages per 10 minutes. So that's going to be...
An hour is 60 minutes. That's 2,400 pages. 500 pages a book. That's about 5 books.
A little bit less.
Yeah.
4 to 5.
Yeah, so you'll get like 4.5 books, let's say, per hour. You find nothing within the first hour. You find nothing within the second hour either. Third hour, you hit a puck. And by a puck, I mean you find something.
All right. Midday? Afternoon?
I would say mid to near late afternoon at this point.
I'm gonna go talk to my turtle friend with book in hand.
All right.
Now I'm gonna knock on the door. Wait for him to poke his head in.
I'll just, kind of just open the window, be like, oh, hey.
You guys have a checkout system for your library?
Well, it's more of an honor system, but we prefer books be back in like a day or two.
I'll have it back by sundown.
All right. I'll take your word for it, but if you're later, I guess, that day thing will stand. Not like that fucking wizard.
I appreciate it.
I heard that.
I don't care. You rent a book, you don't return it by the time you say your head's rolling.
I don't like wizards here.
I can tell.
I'm ready to leave.
Alright. He closes it.
What do I find
Twists
in
key.
this library?
Opens door. Be like, you okay to be unsupervised, wizard? What am I thinking? That's a no. He'll go ahead, just give a slow snap of his fingers, and then all of a sudden there is now an eye just watching over you at all times in the library.
Oh dear.
I am going to thank my friend and head out back into town and shit.
Well, we prefer you not do that on the road, but
Yeah.
The buddy pellets.
just locks the door.
I'm gonna head up back up to the manor on
Alright.
the hill. See if I can arrange lodging.
The elf will answer the door, look at you, and be like, well, there is an inn. So, yes, there.
Thank you.
Just talk to the barkeep. Or the innkeep. It really doesn't matter.
I appreciate it. Thank you. All right, I'm heading to the inn.
Alright.
All right, and I'm exploring the library. What
Okay.
subjects do I see on these beautiful shelves?
I mean, there's an index in the middle.
All right, what does the index say?
Oh, you've got history, you've got religion, you've got turtle stuff, you've got, fighting manuals, you've got a very much so locked off section called No Wizards, because it's all spell books.
Oh, dang.
It's got, lock picking for dummies, like an entire section for rogues. And they've even got, like, an entire side of a floor dedicated to professions.
Ooh. Is there a dungeoneering profession?
No.
Dang.
That's a knowledge, not a profession.
Spelunker all of a
I'm
sudden?
just gonna throw the fucking amulet. Throw the amulet.
God, not that again. Anything but that. All right, I guess I want to see if there's any like craft things for like wands and stuff because I would love to craft a wand at some point
Okay.
or rods or
So
whatever.
you look at the index and it kind of tells you like the entire left side of the second floor is dedicated to crafting. If you're looking for wand crafting, I mean, there's a couple of different books, be it in the carpentry section for wood handling, but you seem like you're mostly interested in like magical devices.
Yeah, but I also like can throw arcane works and stuff, can't I? Like imbue them
Not
with
yet.
magic.
I don't think you can draw arcane marks yet.
I have that as my 0 level spell.
Oh, well then, yeah.
As a matter of fact, that's my spell mastery was one of those.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Of course, what they don't know is I don't need my book.
No, you actually do need your book to cast any spells.
Even though I have spell mastery? But that says I don't need my spell book to prep it.
You don't need your spellbook to prep it, but you still need your spellbook to cast.
Oh, okay. I was not entirely sure on that.
Yes,
That makes sense.
A wizard without their spellbook is just a normal human, but more frail and dies of 1d4 emotional damage.
I did take already 1d4 like torment. Stupid talisman.
So yeah, with a bird of perusing, you do find a couple of books on how to create magic items.
Yay, magic items.
So.
All right. I want to learn. I want to soak up this knowledge so I can start creating my own magic items.
Okay.
That'll be what I do for a while.
So yeah, that's going to take a couple of hours, and it's already mid to late afternoon.
Well, I imagine. I'm sorry. I don't mean to meta here, but I imagine this is what she was doing while I was spending those hours.
Well, okay.
Yeah,
in the
because
history section.
yeah, because this is. I'm
so
not.
It's still relatively early afternoon.
Yeah. Well, I'm probably going to be spending most of my time learning how to craft different types of magic items and things like that. That's pretty much going to be my day until I'm told otherwise.
Well, it's not going to give you recipes, so to speak, but it'll give you generalized knowledge. Like, it's not going to be able to be like an immediate craft thing.
It's an outline, not the specific.
Exactly.
Hey,
So
it's a
it'll
start.
give you the general idea, so you can put under your profession or
My
craft magic items.
Cool, because I actually left that blank for this reason. I need a pencil. Where'd I put it? There you are. Aha! Craft magic items. Because I wasn't sure exactly what I wanted to craft.
Yep. So that'll be
Let me add that to my character sheet.
small reward for doing that.
Yay! That's what I'm doing. I don't know what you guys are doing, but that was me.
Well, it also gets to the point where, he's leaving and then you get the eye on you.
Yep.
Alright, so I'm back. I'm at the end now?
Yeah, because she's still reading, so yeah, you're at the end.
Oh yeah, I'm totally reading.
Okay, I'm I need a room. I need someplace quiet. So I'm going to go up to the barkeep, and I'm going to ask him for a study room or a private room, just something for the night for me and 2 others.
He's gonna look at you and be like, "Are you saying rum or room?"
Room.
Oh, I heard rum.
No drink. Thank you.
Starts pouring himself a rum.
Well,
All right.
it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Don't get many adventures around here anymore, so yeah, I guess you can have a room. That's fine.
Thank you. Direction?
Points to the stairs.
Any room is fine?
Yeah, we don't get any adventures anymore, so it's just occasional tourists, but they prefer going over to fucking Last Inn.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna head up to the room and
Well, before you go up to the room, he's going to go ahead, produce a key, hand it to you so you can lock it. And he'll kind of go over the general explanation. It was like, all right, so we got breakfast at around 7, lunch at noon, dinner around like 5 or 6. So you want it sent to your room, we'll send it to your room. If not, okay.
All right, and on that note, we have a 15-minute warning for the end until around we start wrapping-ish.
Mm-hmm.
okay. I am going to dig into this religion book for the rest of the day and learn all that I can about the amulet symbol and what that chapel was for.
Okay.
That's the rest of my day.
My day is learning how to craft and magic items and whatever else I can come across.
And the bard has been doing bard things and earning bard money.
Good, because we need money. I have no idea how much money we have.
Nobody's bothered to check their inventory, have they?
No. I mean, I've been putting things in my inventory.
But nobody's bothered to check
Nobody's
their inventory.
bothered to check their
I
pockets.
have. I've been looking at everything, including myself, this entire time.
Yeah, but you never specifically said
I did
check
not,
my inventory.
therefore. Yeah, you're right. I'm also not going to say it now because I'm not.
Well, I mean, I guess
Technicalities.
I guess at this point that would be.
Actually, you never even wrote my money on my sheet.
I know.
Well, I guess at this point that would probably be a thing that I do, getting settled for the night, emptying my pocket,
That's reasonable.
going through my things. So I know I have the amulet and the room key. What else do I find in my pockets?
Well, you've got your amulet. You got your room key. You've got your amulet. Your amulet.
What?
The amulet just keeps going to your pocket. No, but so yeah, you've got your amulet, you've got your room key, you've got your sword, and then you've got a pouch that seems to clink if you shake it. You go ahead, you open it. Looks like it's about 50 gold pieces. That applies to you too. Whenever you bother to search your shit.
I don't. That's all I need money. But I will write 50 on my character sheet just so I know for later when I do.
Which Tail have it too.
Alright. So 50 gold, you said?
Yep.
Well, it's nice of the gods to give us some starting money, I guess.
Oh, I never even wrote my endurance stuff either. I probably should do that.
No.
Combat's next session.
Huh?
Doesn't matter.
Oh, it doesn't matter for this one? Oh, okay, cool.
I don't count encumbrance.
Yay!
I treat it like an RPG.
Alright, so I guess we'll take the next 10 minutes to just kind of wrap up, yeah?
Yeah. Alright, there has been no current donations on here. No other comments that I haven't already answered. Although there are some viewers, so hello viewers, thank you for tuning in.
We'll be doing this every Wednesday for the foreseeable future.
Yes, and it'll start, from here on, it should be starting at 11 a.m. Eastern and going till approximately 3 p.m. Eastern. We will have a couple of breaks here during the stream.
Every 90 minutes.
And every week we will have, like we wrote on the pin message, I have it set up. There's monetary amounts for donations. Anyone that donates within that much during the week can make like mini bosses, or if you donate a certain amount, you can even be a guest appearance on a stream. Again, it's all for discretion, depending on, the DM here.
Yep.
But yeah, So thank you all for tuning in, and please subscribe to the YouTube. And we will be back with another game session next Wednesday. And check out all of our uploads. Yeah!
Good old Tutorial Island Part 2, Combat Boogaloo.
Combat
Yeehaw.
Boogaloo.
Yep.
All right,
It's stabbing time!
Yeah, but you're going to be the ones getting stabbed.
Yeah, probably.
Yep. And we also have the Call of Dragons sponsorship going on, so anyone that wants to go help support the channel, you can download that game for free on your mobile device. And if you reach those goals, it helps us earn money, and money that we earn off of those goes back into the games that we play.
Good job, man.
And now that everybody enjoyed all that exposition,
All
and
of the exposition.
shilling,
All right, and I think we're good, right? Any last remarks besides that?
come back next week.
All right. Bye.